And the next category is a Consummate Purveyor of Black Music Award. And that goes out to Patrick Adams, ladies and gentlemen. Patrick Adams.
Cue the music. Right. Again, for those of you that may not realise, Patrick Adams is the disco messiah. Many of you back in the day will have danced to something written, produced by Mr. Patrick Adams. He did Caught Up in a One Night Love Affair for Jocelyn Brown. He did Sign, Just Let Me Do My Thing. He did Freck. What was that track he did by Freck? Weekend, Push Push in the Bush. And he also did Touch Me by Fonda Ray. He has been doing this for 50 years. And I love the guy. He's the disco messiah. We have got a speech from him, if the guys have got it lined up, hopefully.
Hey everybody, this is Patrick Adams coming to you from New York City. Thanks to Fitzroy and Soul Survivors magazine for the Consummate Purveyor of Black Music Award. I'm happy to be given this recognition for my 50 years in the music industry. It's been a very long and winding road from back in the days, starting out in a self-contained group, The Sparks, which was in the movie Up the Down Staircase, then discovering Black Ivory and being vice president of a small record company, moving on to produce and write songs like Push Push in the Bush and Keep On Jumping for Musique, doing Caught Up in the One Night Love Affair and Ain't No Mountain High Enough with Jocelyn Brown, working with the Universal Robot Band, Marta Acuna, Freak, and then getting involved in rap, working with Eric B. and Rakim, Salt and Pepper, Dana Dane, Keith Sweat, then being one of the writers of Touch Me All Night Long by Kathy Dennis, which was a huge worldwide hit. In more recent years, I'm one of the writers of Daughters by Nas, You Don't Know What to Do by Mariah Carey. Seems like there's always a new height to climb to. As a good friend of mine reminded me, I don't know what's going to happen tomorrow, but I can't wait to wake up and see. So once again, thank you. I'm humbled for the experience. Everybody, today is the first day of the rest of your life. Make the most of it.
I would like you all to give a round of applause to Patrick Adams because he's seriously, seriously talented and has given us a lot of good soul music. Thank you.
We know we're taking in a new direction when it comes to awards. We're recognising people for things that have gone long before our eras and generations and the next generations and the next generations. But we thought we'd pay homage because Soul Survivors magazine is about paying homage to the old school and introducing us to the new school. And as they say on the street, trying to keep it real for everybody who loves soul music. We come to our last few awards before we go to the live music. And this one's very, very special, ladies and gentlemen. Outstanding Vocal Contribution Award. And the winner is Miss Jean Kahn. It's Cleveland here.
Is Cleveland Anderson here? Can anyone see Cleveland Anderson?
Don't say that.
All right. Cleveland's, is he here?
Oh, here he is.
Oh.
Now, this young man has been instrumental in looking after some of our legends of the past. He's got the Jacksons, he's got Sister Sledge, and he looks after this young lady, one of the finest vocalists. She must be, what, 72 now? 72 years young, and she's still carrying the swing. Fitzroy, tell us about Jean.
First of all, I've got to say something. This man here, right, he's like my brother. We grew up together. I've known him since the 70s. He lived 10 minutes round the corner from me. And back in the day, he was a big DJ back then, working with Chris Hill, Steve Walsh, all that lot. He was one of the first DJs to go up north and work with Colin Curtis, Richard Serling, and Alex Lowe's. He had a record label. He also got a record signed by Masters at Work when no one else in this country would touch it. Trust me, he took it to every single record label. No one would touch it. Masters at Work heard it in America, in New York, I think it was a Zanzibar. I think it was Tony Humphries was playing it. And Louis Vega said, "What is this tune?" Tony Humphries told him. Louis Vega rang up Cleveland Anderson and took his tune. That's how deep this guy is. And he now handles agents. He's an agent for, as Freddie said, the Jacksons, Gene Kahn, you know, Sister Sledge. Well, Kathy Sledge, I should say. Anyway, he's come to pick up this award for Gene Kahn.
Put your hands together for Cleveland Anderson, ladies and gentlemen, Cleveland Anderson. I'm going to call you it, Little Clevey.
It's a great pleasure to be representing a lot of artists that I grew up on the dance floor listening to. Jean is personally one of my personal all-time favourite vocalists, and to be able to work with her is a dream. I'm going to pass this on to her. Thanks for your support. I'm thanking, on the behalf of Gene Kahn, for your support. Thank you, Soul Survivors.
I just got to say, we do have speech from Gene Kahn. Hopefully they've got it lined up.
Hi,
guys?
everyone. Like so many of you gathered at the 4th Annual Soul Survivors Magazine Awards, I, too, have been a real fan of this unique publication for quite a few years now. Soul Survivors Magazine, thanks for the joy and the entertainment, the classy music reviews, the articles, and the interviews with so many of my favorite artists. I truly appreciate being the recipient of the Outstanding Vocal Contribution Award. And thanks, Fitzroy Facey, for being our music industry hero. I'm Gene Kahn, and I love you all.
Ladies and gents. Oh, sorry, Freddie, go on, you take it. Ladies and gents, put it up. I call her the mother of the future. I love that woman. She's like a personal friend to me now. I did an interview with her about 10 years ago at Southport, and we did it by the internet. And when I got to Southport, her manager said, "Gene Kahn wants to talk to you." And I got taken backstage and I met her, and she said to me that my questions were some of the most intelligent questions she's ever had in 30 years. And from that day, I can say that Gene Kahn is a friend of mine. So I had to give her something.